bum, studies to be a nurse. You don't know my story.
Dricus Du Plessis challenging Israel Adesanya.
Split decision, Israel!
Are you dumb? As a product of colonization, you're trying to tell me who the f I am. You can take the boy out of Africa, but you can never take the Africa out of the boy.
I mean, what a tremendous performance against a guy in Robert Whittaker who was thought to be the #2 guy in the division. I mean, outside of Pereira, because Pereira's moved up to 205, Robert Whittaker was the man. And the way Dricus Du Plessis beat him up, broke him down, beat him up, and he looked massive inside of there. He looked so strong and durable.
Will he be similarly discounted against Israel?
Yep, people are going to discount him against Adesanya. And guess what? Du Plessis is going to walk in there with his brother. You know, he's always with his brother. He's a little bit goofy. He's a little goofy, but he's going to tell you he's going to win, and he's going to go out there and he's going to try. The one thing about Du Plessis is he tries so hard in everything he's doing. When he threw that headlock in there against Robert Whittaker, he didn't throw it half-butt. I was going to say half. But
you can say half-assed.
I can say half-assed?
Yes, you can.
He didn't throw it half-assed. He did it 100% of his effort, and he got it. Everything he does hard. This dude is not afraid of Adesanya. He lives in Vegas. Call it what it is, but boy, that's going to be a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. And there's a lot of animosity, and the hype behind that is going to be fantastic. And I think it's an interesting fight, particularly you see what he did to Whittaker, the way he broke down Whittaker. Nobody did that.
But the only one that's done that like that is Izzy.
Yes, and not like that.
In the first fight, right?
Yeah,
the only time anybody's beaten him like that is Izzy in the first fight.
But it was kind of different. He kind of big brothered him.
Yo,
he's a big dude. He's
going to be bigger than Izzy come fight night.
Yeah, he's big at 185 pounds.
DDP is a top 5 to have ever done it. That DDP that Robert Whittaker had to deal with, that guy, if that guy shows up again and again and again, that guy is a top 5 middleweight that you've ever seen. He was ranked number 6 a week ago. Right now, for this snapshot in time, that guy that Whittaker fought, there's not five guys in history that can deal with him. So, I mean, what an interesting spot. It's an interesting conversation because this fight is going into so many different directions and it is going there so fast. You can feel the power of this fight. You can feel the magnitude. You're telling me that DDP, who just stopped, not just he just stopped the clearest #1 contender in this sport, any division, the clearest, best of the rest in any division, got beaten on his feet, he got beaten on the ground, he got dominated on the ground, he got beaten on his feet, dominated on the ground, out-conditioned and stopped. And the guy that did that to him has no chance. 3-1's a big spread. I bring this to your attention. It's a big spread. Do I have it wrong? Is Whittaker not as great as I believe he? What part of this? What part of this am I missing? That these odds are currently 3-1.
Fight fans, welcome back to Luxury Tainment. In this video, we'll take a closer look for the upcoming electrifying showdown fight between Israel Adesanya versus Dricus Du Plessis. With his most dominant win over a former champion, Dricus Du Plessis punched his ticket to a title fight. Then things got ugly. Du Plessis, 20 wins, 2 losses, took out former middleweight champion Robert Whittaker with a second round technical knockout at UFC 290 in Las Vegas. The fight was a title eliminator meant to determine the next challenger for champ Israel Adesanya, who has been going back and forth in the media and on social media with Du Plessis. Adesanya, 24 wins, 2 losses, was born in Nigeria in Africa, but lives and trains in New Zealand. Du Plessis was born in South Africa and has lived there his whole life, and that fact is what has caused tension between the two, with Du Plessis saying he's a true African. That boiled over when the UFC brought Adesanya into the cage for a face-off with his next opponent, Du Plessis. And among the trash talk from Adesanya directed at Du Plessis, apparently to mock him for saying he was a true African between the two. Their exchange ended when Du Plessis walked away with his hands raised while Adesanya still was talking on the microphone, and that set up a title fight likely later this year in Sydney, and a build-up that could get increasingly ugly. Adesanya beats Whittaker to win the title in 2019, then had defenses against Yoel Romero and Paulo Costa. He moved up to 205 pounds to challenge then champ Jan Blachowicz for that belt, but lost a decision. Back at middleweight, Adesanya beat Marvin Vettori, Whittaker again, and Gerard, but then was upset by rival Alex Pereira with a 5th round knockout in a fight he was winning. 5 months later, Adesanya recaptured that belt at UFC 287. Du Plessis has not lost since 2018 and has 5 of his 6 UFC wins by stoppage. After what amounted to warm-up UFC fights and knockouts of Marcus Perez and Trevin Giles, the level of competition went up for Du Plessis, where he went through Brad Tavares, Darren Till, Derek Brunson and Whittaker on his way to a title shot. we predict that Adesanya beats Dricus Du Plessis. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share your thoughts on this upcoming exciting fight. And have a fabulous day.
I'm the king